Right, yeah, pile. So the Beetle's looking really good. It's been really hot working on it, but really enjoyable. So you see like the back fuchsias are on, or fake fuchs, heart lights. So the job for this evening, I've just marked it up and I've just done everything else prior to this to get to this stage. So just marked up the bushings for the link pins and the spindles, etc. Marked it all up on this side here as well, so I know exactly where everything goes. Basically, I want to save myself some money and try and replace these spindles with drop spindles, and basically knock it all out, reshim it, all this sort of stuff, grease it, clean it, whatever. So that's the plan. So if I can do it myself, save myself a load of money, which is cool, which is what I need to do. And that's the other side there. So it's all marked up so I know exactly which side it goes. Happy days. Engine looking really good. So I've just actually, and this is for Phil actually, I did have the fuel filter in, it did look really good, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to be sensible, I'm just going to leave the fuel filter under the fuel tank, and have this like this, so it makes it look more original, apart from this bit here unfortunately, so I'm going to cover those with some black heat shrink when it arrives, but yeah, I wanted it to look a bit more original, so that's the kind of the reason why it's not there. I mean, I can have the engine on display, and there's no one crying saying you've got a fuel filter in the engine bay, but yeah, looking really good. Got the old sticker in there, that's an original sticker from back in the old days. Roof rack is on. Car's looking decent. I mean, there's loads and loads of rust, bits and bobs all over it, but nothing major. Got my new headlights in. I've got those grills on it. I just painted, just sort of sanded it and painted this section here, just because it looked really shabby, you know. And I can get some original paint over the top of it, but just for the spare wheels in there. Yeah, it doesn't get worse basically. So this is what I've been spending my time on this weekend. Taking out the track rods, painted the beam, raised the suspension on the adjusters, cleaned up some bits and pieces, removed all the old brake system, the single circuit, replaced it with this dual circuit system, and I've got the reservoir mounted on top there, because I thought, to be honest with you, once I filled it and bled it, it's there, it's near the fuel filter as well, which I can see, which I'll obviously adjust accordingly once the fuel tank's in, and you know, once it's full, that's it, you know, and it's bled and it works. Happy days, and you can just whip a wheel off if you need to, and then you can see exactly what the status is of that, rather than mounting a separate reservoir somewhere else, like up here somewhere, next to the single circuit one, and having like tubes going down. I thought that sounded like it could be quite a good option. So that was from Limebug, that one. Also got plenty of hose here to put that on later. Put a bit of brake fluid in there just so it can sort of seep in and stuff like that, you know, for the next few days until I get to that stage. Painted all this sort of stuff here. I've reused the shocks on it. They absolutely compress up and down fine, so I've left those as it is. I cleaned say the steering rods, cleaned out the grease nipples, etc. Re-greased it all that sort of stuff. So that's all happy days. Under sealed it sort of with spray under seal, so it looks nice. And yeah, it's looking pretty cool. In here, interiors, I've cleaned the interior. That is as clean as it gets. That's looking pretty good. I've cleaned all the mats, they're all looking pretty nice. That's all looking exactly as it was, but I have sort of taken out the back end carpets, I cleaned all the seats, cleaned the door panels. A lot of work on the pedals, so taking those out, rebushed them all, cleaned them, repainted it, new springs, so new bushings, new stainless steel bolts, all round for the pedals and for the brake system. New roller pedal there, vintage skateboard wheel. I've taken these carpets out as well, which are basically really bad original carpets, but I have cleaned them and washed them, so at least they're physically cleaner. But obviously you see there's not much left, but it adds character in my opinion. You know, obviously if I can get an original set at some point, yes, I definitely will do, but I'd rather have this set than a shocking set that doesn't have the original rubbers on it. This is really important to have original rubbers. Yeah, so that's all looking all right. Happy days, cool. So yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to crack on with the front end, try and get those done, and then if anybody wants to purchase the old wheels, they're there as well, ready to go. So they'll be up for sale soon. That's Mona Lisa. Cheers.